Mr. Mahdi back again, finishing up my last video talking about ways to record very inexpensively, programs that you can utilize to help you in the recording process. So we talked about Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops, the program that I use, my program of choice, as I said. But is that enough? Yeah, you have multiple channels, mixing channels on Fruity Loops. You can do a lot with the program, from sampling. You got your VST styles, everything you pretty much need to do. If you have decent engineering skills, you'll be able to make a good product utilizing Fruity Loops. But is that enough? Me personally, I don't think that's enough. So some things you might want to add to have a little bit more control. One thing, a mixing board. Mixing boards run about $99. You can get a small one to back up the mixing board capabilities on Fruity Loops and give you more control with a lot of the volume and the level, especially when you're talking about utilizing your microphone and your keyboard, be it MIDI, whatever you might be using. So it gives you a lot more control when it comes to certain sounds, certain levels, because you need control over sound and levels in the engineering process and in the recording process. You got to have some form of control. So I utilize an outside external mixing board, and I think everybody should utilize an external mixing board to go along with your program, your computer programs, because you can't fully trust a computer. It's still a computer. So be aware that you still might need an external mixing board to make your sound exactly how you want it to sound. Also, microphones. I've learned my lesson with mics. Get you a condenser microphone. They're very sensitive. They do pick up everything that's a sound, but they're great microphones to use. You can get one inexpensively from Amazon, eBay, $40-$50. If you got a little money, you want to spend, 60 to 100. But you can get you a good quality condenser microphone that's going to make your vocals sound as close to inside studio quality as can. If you're really good, check it. If you're really good as far as engineering, you got a guy who's a tight engineer. He can make it sound like it's just in the studio with that condenser microphone, the mixing board, and everything got on Fruity Loops. He's going to make it. They won't even know the difference. So a good engineer, if your engineering skills are tight enough, you can do that too. So make sure you got the condenser microphone for your vocals, for your instruments, whatever you're going to be playing. Make sure you have a condenser microphone. And if you get a condenser microphone, make sure you get or have the capabilities of using it. So you need a phantom power drive for that. Phantom power drive, you can get that on eBay. Get you another mic cord because you might need that. But get your phantom power drive, because external mixers, a lot of them don't have phantom power on it and won't run that condenser. But the new models, the newer the model, better the capabilities, can run a condensing microphone. But I still say get a phantom power drive, just be on the safe side of another mic cord. Also, additional sounds. Fruity Loops, a lot of sounds on there, a lot of different instrument samples on there. You can put together some type projects. But I'm old school. I still have a keyboard, and I got an old school keyboard. I got a Yamaha PSR 530. Still gives me additional tracks and gives me control over some sounds that I like, because a lot of the older stuff, the sounds are better. The sounds are closer to real instruments. Computer really still struggles with how something could sound. When they were making the keyboards back in the day, they were able to get very, very close to how certain instruments sound. So get you a good keyboard. You know what I'm saying? I like old school. I stick with Yamaha, be it the mixer, be it the keyboard. I got a Yamaha 530. You can pull that up online and see how prehistoric it is. But that's my baby. I utilize my 530. I still do entire tracks on the 530. It's got its own mixing capabilities, added with the Fruity Loops and the mixing board capability. So I'm a producer. I like to get down like that, so I like to have some additional sounds that I still enjoy, and I still enjoy the sounds off the 530. We did my first album with a 520. Had a tight engineer. Nobody could tell the difference. If we did it in the studio at his crib, we did everything at his crib. So, you know, it's up to you. It's up to your skill level. It's up to your knowledge of music. And remember this, everybody can't be a producer. Everybody thinks that, you know, the ability to put together sound is easy. For some of us, yeah, because we're musically inclined people. But for some people, no. Just don't go grab Fruity Loops talking about I'm producer of the year and you make these little rinky-dink tracks that you hear on the radio today, because half these cats can't produce, don't know nothing about it. But you do got a lot of them who still had the skill, who've been putting together some type product. But some of you cats, leave it alone. Your beats is just pure booty garbage. So if you don't have the ability, go to some of these sites, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. Check out what some of these young producers are doing. There are some tight young producers out there who have some great product that can be utilized. And just shop around, get you some good strong product based upon what these guys are doing. They're doing some good work, but unfortunately, due to the climate and the control out there, it's not really being heard. So studio can be done inexpensively, cheaply. You don't have to break yourself to do this, and you can make some good product if your skill level is good, or get some people on your team who have those skills and just need the equipment to do it. So Mr. Mahdi, remember, get you a good studio, be it Fruity Loops, Pro Tools, whatever you use. Another external mixing board is needed. You can do some microphone. You can have an external keyboard, which I use, old school, new school, whatever you like. And make sure your computer is good. Make sure you're running up-to-date software on your computer, be it Windows 10, whatever they got that's up-to-date that can handle the speed of the programs that you're running for your music, because you're going to need some up. Pretty much the majority of all the platforms pretty much work good on computers. I haven't had any problem with any other platforms or any software that I ever had, be it XP, be it Vista, now on 10, they work great. So that's my spiel on studios for the young heads out there. And don't have the skill, get with somebody who does have the skill, because our community is a big community. Got a lot of beat makers out there looking to help put somebody on, looking to get on. They got some hits out there for you guys. So go search and shop around and find some of these cats in your area or nationwide or around the world. With that being said, Mr. Mahdi, peace out.